Law enforcement agencies say they're ready to deal with the lawlessness on the country's roads during the upcoming Easter holidays. The Road Traffic Management Corporation says over 1 million licenses have not been renewed. 257 new traffic officers will be added to boost law enforcement on the country's major routes. Newzroom Afrika's Plaba has more.
Government today is launching its Easter safety campaign here in Pretoria. Well, when you look at the statistics and how the past 2 years have been in terms of road carnages, I can tell you that the Department of Transport announced that there was an improvement in 2022 compared to a year before, which was 2021. So what's going to be done differently this time around for 2023? I'm joined here by Advocate Msebi, who's going to give us details from his entity's perspective. Sir, thank you very much for your time. Give us a sense of how are you getting up for this particular festive season?
Thank you for having me. This year is a totally different year. As you can see, we have combined both the launch of the Easter road safety as well as the pass out of the traffic law enforcement. But other than that, we're showing some show of force. You can see that the cars that are in here represents the 9 provinces as well as the municipalities. That's a demonstration of the deeper work that has gone in planning and preparation for the Easter holidays. We are informed by the data and the statistics that we're dealing with, because our journey is to ensure that by 2030 we should have reduced the fatalities by 50%. We are gearing in this festive season, which is starting on the 7th until the 12th. We are focusing mainly on unroadworthy vehicles, speeding. We are also looking in terms of the validity of the vehicles as well as the drivers themselves. We are also looking at the pedestrians, because if you look at the numbers, that contributes to the higher fatalities are the pedestrians. So we are going to deploy in most areas which we identify as the hotspots for the pedestrians. But at the very same time, we're dealing with licensing decisively.
Advocate, there were issues of backlog when it comes to the issuing of licenses. So some motorists may say, hey, I understand that I'm driving with an expired license, or I did not manage to renew the license disc of my car. So what have been the conversations between the entities responsible for all those operations to ensure that you are able, or at least your foot soldiers are able to be considerate of those factors? Have you made any inroads in terms of dealing with those issues?
That's now a myth. We no longer have a backlog in terms of the driver's licenses. We're sitting with 1.7 million drivers that have not come to renew, despite the fact that we have called on people, and you can see our state of readiness. We have even working Saturdays and Sundays. We're opening 7 in the morning in some of the DLTCs and closing at 9 in the evening, because we're dealing with the backlog. We have eradicated the backlog. We're inviting the public to come and renew, because we are decisively going to deal with those that don't have driver's licenses.